That's too much sauce. That's too much sauce. Protect, delete the plain one. That's too much sauce. Hermes in the aim.
Hello guys, welcome to this video. In this video, I will be reviewing the game Wolfenstein. I will be talking about the gameplay, graphics, level design, etc. To find out more about my videos and keep up to date with me, follow my social media. Wolfenstein is a first-person shooter, and in this game, you have a gun and you have a certain amount of health, lives, and ammo. When you first start the game, you can move around in a room and have time to figure out all the controls before you start interacting with the enemies. When you interact with enemies, you can kill them with the gun you are given, which is a pistol. There are a variety of enemies, from the Nazi soldiers to the vicious dogs. All the Nazi soldiers have the same strength and weapons. The dogs are much faster than the soldiers, but their attacks aren't as strong. You can collect health, but there isn't many. I would improve this by putting more health packs around the level. On the other hand, in Doom, you can find secret doors or places where you can find health packs. In some cases, there are enemies that are guarding the ammo and health packs, so you need to kill them before you can get it. You are given an amount of lives, so when you die, you don't have to kill the enemies you have already killed, but when you lose a life you start from the beginning. When you first start the game, there aren't that many things that the heads-up display tells us. The heads-up display in this game tell us about the floor, score, lives, health and ammo. The heads-up display is on the bottom of the screen. The part about the floors is basically telling us what level we are on. The game has 3 floors/levels, and you will need to go up to the 3rd floor to fight the boss and complete the game. The creators put the heads-up display on the bottom of the screen so the player knows what is going with the ammo, health, etc. The creators made the game with 3 floors because they didn't want to make the game too long or boring, because too many levels don't make the game really exciting and the user will just want the game over and done with. When the player acquires a new gun, that's the only gun they can use, because there is no way to switch or choose the gun you want, and some players might prefer to play with the pistol. To improve this game, I would make it that you can switch around with the guns to see the one you like, just like in Doom. In Doom, when you get a new gun, you have the option to use the old gun or new gun by pressing a key. You get a section on the side where it has numbers, and when you get a new gun, you can press the numbers to bring out the gun you want. In Call of Duty, the HUD is on the right-hand side and you can switch the weapons and also equip special moves. In the level design, the producers created a Nazi theme, and they knew that it was offensive to many people, but many people still bought the game and played it. In other rooms, the producers wanted to look more attractive, were filled with Nazi posters and many portraits of Adolf Hitler. I would make the empty rooms and the undecorated rooms look more interactive and more artistic, so the player or user enjoy the look of the levels. When you enter one of the larger rooms with the designs, you would most likely get a selection of rooms you could go through, and at least one of the rooms will have health and ammo packs in them, but you will likely encounter enemies in those rooms. The producers have chosen this because they didn't want the player to get the ammo and health packs really easily, and they would have to at least kill some enemies before getting them. I would put a variety of weapons in the rooms, as the weapons in this game are limited. In Call of Duty, you can have lots of different weapons, from the baseball bat to a bow and arrow. This improvement will make the game more exciting, and the players will strive to find these weapons. When you start playing the game, you are going to hear a consistent and repetitive music that is quite fast-paced. When you kill the enemy screams, and also when you acquire a health or ammo pack you will get a distinctive sound. The producers wanted to do well in the sound department because it is one of the main aspects of a game, and they have also got a sound for everything, and that makes the game more exciting. To improve this department, I would make it that when you encounter the enemy, fast-paced music comes on to make you react fast and on your toes. In Prince of Persia, when you encounter an enemy, fast-paced music comes on and the music will get you to react fast and kill the enemy. This will make the experience that much better. The characters look like army soldiers, for you have entered a Nazi hideout and you will encounter many soldiers protecting the boss, Adolf Hitler. The creators have chosen to use army soldiers because the theme of the game is World War II and the Nazis. When starting the game, you will see a dead body on the floor and the body is just an image. The image isn't 3D, so you won't see other parts of the body if you go to the side of it. Most of the walls in this game are blue and you have some that are white, red and even wooden walls. The producers have done this so you know what direction you are going in. There are health packs around the floors and they are displayed as food and some that first aid kits, and there is a jail cell on the first floor. This tells us that the Nazis were keeping prisoners. When you are progressing through the floor, you are going to see plants, tables, and jewelry you can collect. The creators have chosen to do this because they didn't want the room to be bland and boring. Comparing to the new Wolfenstein game, Wolfenstein: The New Order, to Wolfenstein 3D, there have been many improvements. The graphics have been made realistic and the game still involves around Nazis. In the new Wolfenstein game, you can kill enemies with lots of different weapons and you have got different vehicles as well. The weapons you can use vary from a shotgun to a knife, and you can also drive vehicles like a car or a chopper. The killing in this new game is more realistic because the enemies lose more blood and you can actually see the shot or stab wound. However, in the Wolfenstein 3D, when you kill the enemy, you only get to see a little bit of blood and graphics weren't that good, so you didn't get to see any type of wound. In the new Wolfenstein, there's an actual story to it and it tells us how the Nazis have corrupted people. On the other hand, in Wolfenstein 3D, there is no story to be told. You just start killing the enemies and progressing to higher levels/floors. In the new Wolfenstein game, you can see realistic items such as computers, mirrors, etc. However, in Wolfenstein 3D, you could only see simple items like flower pots and tables. The graphics in the new Wolfenstein game are 3D and very much improvement from Wolfenstein 3D. I want to wrap up this video by saying that a lot of things need to be improved in Wolfenstein 3D, and it has been improved with the newer versions of Wolfenstein. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this review and found this video beneficial. See you guys.